All right, guys, welcome to the 51st episode. I guess we'll call this one technical difficulties, or since it seems Brother Vic is having some issues.
My computer's sick.
Yeah, it got a beating.
Yeah, well, it'll learn to fucking obey next time.
I hear you,
So
man. Well, here, as you can tell, emptiness.
Yeah, I see, bro. Shit.
Let me turn the camera. I'll show you the empty, crazy shit over here. Look, no more. All the cases are missing. So I spent all freaking yesterday. I had to do some work on other parts of the house. Like I set up my mom's computer, so now she has hers in her own room, so she could do whatever she needs to do. I set up Tess's room for her shit. And for collecting, she's got a case now to put her stuff in, because that's where I put my old 1/6 scale display case. And then tonight, if I'm not too beat, because I've been going up and down stairs all day long, so I'm exhausted, I have to put these shelves together and then do the lighting, and that'll probably be all done tomorrow. And then I got to redo the bed and then spend the final day putting all the statues back. But it's just, when you do these projects, you realize how much crap you have, and you say, my God, do I really need this much stuff?
I don't know. Today's a day that I'm easily annoyed for some reason. Well, not for some reason. It's because I'm dead tired.
Yeah, well, not sleeping kind of does that.
It gets me real cranky,
Yeah.
And then when shit don't get done, bro, I just, like, if I'm asking for, yo, help me out. Yo, help me out. Help me help you.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know?
exactly. I mean, come on. I know that when my internet doesn't work, I get furious. Now, thankfully, like yesterday, for some reason, I guess they were updating something. So it was down for like 20 minutes or so, which was annoying enough. But thank God, the phone has 4G, so I was able to connect using that. But I couldn't imagine 5 days. I'd be going ape shit.
Well, you learn to deal with disappointment, especially here, especially in my crib, yo. Because it starts off nice and then it winds up shitty.
That's the one bad thing I gotta say about computers. So you'll want to buy something that's supposed to make everything else run much better, and it just screws shit up, and then nothing works.
Yeah, well, that's how it is. It's called making money on top of what they just sold you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're hoping that you bring it to their tech or whatever, so they can tell you how to use it, and they make a few extra dollars off you. Good times in the United States of America.
That's for sure.
It's good. It's good to be a thief in America, boy, because you can mark up prices and do what you like, and bro, especially if you live in this area, in the East Coast, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's expensive.
They get you by the, what is it, the cannolis.
Exactly. They grab you by the chocolatey, sweaty balls. You know what I mean?
I hear you. So now, I don't know if you saw it, since you probably haven't been on the web, but I think Mishka Guerrero or something just got scammed by some dude.
He got scammed?
Yeah, he made a trade with him for, I believe, an alien Warrior Maquette or something for he was supposed to get a Spider-Man piece, and instead the guy sent him some broken Predator piece, and then he doesn't want to refund him the money and everything. So we got more scamming going on. Uh, my favorite thing now, because again, it seems that everyone on Facebook likes to start shit because we have to have these age-old debates all the time about which piece is better. So here we are now. People are trying to dethrone Doom as the greatest piece ever. So you got all the XM lovers saying, "Oh, how great is Magneto? He's better than Doom." Let me tell you something, guys. Nothing's better than Doom. Doom is hand sculpted. It's not 3D sculpted. It came out when statues were only costing $250 and is now worth close to $3,000. It didn't just come out at $1,000 and just go up a bit. And, you know, it uses fabric, which to me is better. I know there's people that like the fully sculpted, but that's their thing. But, you know, I don't understand why we just can't like a piece. Everyone's got to want their piece to be king of the hill and the greatest thing there is. We can't just say, yes, Doom's a great piece, Magneto's a great piece. It's just all the people that don't own a Doom want to say that Magneto's better because they own a Magneto. Yeah.
But look, on the Magneto, all right? So you have a Magneto and shit. So what are you doing? Further validating the fact that you put a Magneto? I mean, you know, if I buy a piece and I consider it a grail or whatever it is, that's what it is to me. Now, you want to tell me it's a grail to everybody? Well, whoever thinks it's a grail, it's a grail. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? But the thing with me is that it's weird how that statue jumped up so high and so quick. And it's like, wow, bro, you know, is it the sculpt? Because it's an amazing piece. You know?
Yes, no, beautiful piece. Granted, I want to get one if I can. Can I live without it? Yes, most certainly. As long as one day I have a Magneto, I'll be happy no matter what Magneto it is, as long as it's a quarter scale Magneto. But my point is that, like you've been saying, why do people feel the need to overhype shit? If a piece, like you've said a million times, if a piece is great, it'll sell itself.
Well, first of all, we know that the hype for XM Studios was strong in the beginning. You know, and the call to arms was swiftly met. And I'm going to tell you something, bro. Regardless of whatever, you know, XM Studios came out of the corner punching, man, and punching hard,
definitely.
bro. And they did touch certain notes on the sculpt, which was like really great. The bodies seem to be really good. It's the faces, you know. I mean, you know, you got the Wolverine that kind of looks Latino. You know what I'm saying? You got Magneto looking kind of Spanish, like a Ricardo Montalban. You have Captain America kind of looking Asian, and you got the I don't know, his sculpt, his face doesn't look kind of right either. I think they just have problems with the head sculpt. Now, the portraits, right? Now, on another note, the Martin Canal, I believe, was doing the Thor. Martin Canal, right? And he screwed that piece up big time. He made that shit look like crap, and I think Eric Sosa took over. And justice to it, bro. Made it a magnificent looking piece, bro.
Now, the other thing that I've noticed, too, from a few that I've seen in person in other people's collections, and you even touched upon it in your review, is that people keep coming off with this, that, oh, you're getting what is the word for it? But you're getting the paint job of a prototype paint job.
Paint job.
Well, I see a lot of screw ups on some of the paint jobs.
Yeah.
So I mean, what are you saying? You're better than Sideshow? I see the same quality issues.
Well, and there was a Black Widow that was leaning, I think.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
But the thing is, look, bro. No company's can guarantee you a perfect product.
That's right.
It's humans. We're humans, dude. But if you're gonna look at both, they have less quality control issues than Sideshow does. You know what I mean?
Oh, given, because they make less pieces.
Well, that's good, but I'm just saying. But now we got to realize Sideshow's an old company, bro. Did you see the Queen of the Dam?
Queen of the Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that piece looks very well. I love the tattoo on it. I love a lot of the features on it. It's just that, you know, I don't want to spread myself too thin anymore because especially after doing all this work, I see, you know, you start going in too many directions. And it's like you start losing focus of what you want to collect, and you end up collecting everything, and then it just becomes a big mess. So I'm going to stick with Kier. That's the piece I wanted from the Court of the Dead line, and that's going to be it for that.
Yeah, I ordered the Kier too, and I didn't order the Queen of the Dam, but there's some people saying that there's quality control issues with her too.
Yeah, well, I know some people got her with the crown broken.
Yeah, one person I see with the crown broke, another one that couldn't get the foot in all the way.
And some people, I think they said the tattoo was off-centered or something.
They say this is decal.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Wow, bro.
And like I know, like we all know about all the crazy quality control issues going on with what's her with Wonder Woman. So we're not even gonna get into
bro.
that.
You know, but this is what surprises me. You know, it's like, look, Sideshow. I understand if you're screwing up with your licenses and shit like that, but you have your own product that is supposed to be highlighting and featuring for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And you're fucking sending shit out. Come on, bro, man. Don't these guys have any vergüenza, which means shame? They have some shame in their freaking bodies, man. You know. But I'm gonna tell you, bro, and I get in trouble for opening my mouth sometimes. But like I said before, bro, as long as people buy this stuff and don't send it back, keep it, you're giving Sideshow the okay to put out more crappy quality control issues, because in their head they don't see the negative or positive. All they look at is the dollar sign. So if they make their money, it's a hit.
And people gotta understand, them giving you $40 or $60, that's nothing to them because they're making a hell of a lot more than that on the piece.
Exactly, and they're a big company. They probably got some cut-ass rates when they want to make this. So they're not spending what a person would spend. You know, like if me and Lou wanted to put money together to make it, it's going to be big bucks. For them, they just they do it.
Think about it. If you're putting out, say, 10,000 pieces, you're going to get a way better rate than somebody who's making a couple of hundred.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, you know, look, at least they're not going crazy with the ES on the rest of their stuff. It seems like they're just hitting the DC line with that shit, bro.
Yeah, I think I don't know. To me, it's like I don't know. Is it coming from DC, and DC saying, well, if you want our characters, you have to sell so many, or is it them just thinking, oh, there's more DC fans for some reason, so we're gonna make the ES is like 3 times as big as the Marvel ones. But I don't know. To me, I think DC has a smaller fan base.
Exactly. But even with that said, you know, you have to look at it this way. If you stop looking at the dollar and you start actually looking at, say, your own Sideshow website, and you notice that Batman's still there for sale, you know something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, like, if DC is telling you to do that, then you show DC that the statues don't sell that, you know, as fast with a lot of ES. You know, we need a smaller edition size, and it goes quick.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't Green
Lantern?
Green Lantern still for sale?
Green Lantern, I don't, not the exclusive. I know that's
no, not the exclusive, but I think they may still have regulars.
I'm not sure. I don't check for DC stuff, bro.
Yeah,
so
no, I haven't checked in a while, but once in a while I'll look just out of curiosity because I never understood that piece. Like if I myself own the DC Direct one because that's actual quarter scale. But when you see the Green Lantern from Sideshow and you put it next to any other one of Sideshow's quarter scale DC line, they tower over it. It's small, it's out of scale.
Yeah, because they made that the Green Lantern power as the base, so it took up a lot more space. You know, it's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So now Aquaman's gonna come out, bro. So he's not as a popular character, say, as Batman or Superman. So you think that the ES is gonna go up?
No, it's gotta be lower. I mean, you're not selling 10,000 Aquamans.
Bro, if it could only be so, bro, that would be awesome. It's just that's a lot of statues, man.
I honestly can't see him being more than 2,500. And even that, I think, might be a lot. Because Aquaman has a niche following.
Yes. Well, and then what? Then what? The next one is going to probably be the Flash.
The Flash, I could see having a slightly. I still can't see the Flash being like, you know, Batman, Wonder Woman, or Superman because they're not as popular of characters. He's a more popular character, obviously, than Aquaman, and probably even more popular than Green Lantern. But I don't see him selling 10,000.
Well, I don't know, man. I think people would be really happy to see a quarter scale Flash professionally done in a nice,
right
media costume.
Because too many people always want to do the Flash in that full hunched over running pose, so he looks too small. If you want to do him running, which he should be in a running pose, but it should be more of like a upright running pose instead of all the way leaned over, because then it just doesn't look right in the best.
And then you put that clear polystone smoke, and you put it out a little bit so that way it looks like he's out there beating the road and shit. You know, don't do nothing crazy like an ice skating pose or a football pose. You know.
We could argue that you could have used a Daredevil pose for
Daredevil. Listen, the pose they should have used for Daredevil was a Daredevil pose. That's the pose they should have used. That little.
He should have been on. Yeah, he should have been like the Bowen I have. I think Bowen made it, where he's on top of the church steeple.
Yeah, that would have been hot.
Yeah, that's a pose he should have had.
Dude, you know, or do it like the Venom you got from the movie.
Yeah, hanging off the building. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and he's just, bro, that would have been awesome. Guys, This is Daredevil,
Well,
man.
that's our beloved
Art
guy.
director.
Yeah, art director. That's the word I'm looking for.
He's the best. What are you talking about, bro?
Who's
All those
still
great.
trying to use the same pose, step up pose for every statue he makes. Yeah.
But if you notice that the Hulk's poses are step ups, but they're reversed. Their
Uh,
back leg is
yeah,
up.
yeah. Not only that, but it's like, Jesus, why do you have to do so many of the same statues with different colors? Like every Hulk has to be a red Hulk, a green Hulk, and a gray Hulk.
Of course, of course. Now we're gonna do the gray because that's how he started, and then we're gonna do the green because that's who he is, and we're gonna do the red because General Ross wants to kill the
Mhm.
green or the gray. It doesn't matter. He's not angry no more though.
Mm.
Now he joined the Hulk team.
They should just make one that gets, when you get mad, it heats up and then it just goes.
But that's what you do. You get the action figure, and then you make believe he's getting mad, and you hit it with a blowtorch.
He goes heating up.
He got so mad he melted.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be good times, man, soon because now winter's gonna be leaving us. We're gonna
Mm,
be able to smell the flowers again. We're gonna suffocate in the summer heat again, and the statues
indeed.
are gonna be pouring in, bro. Cause yo, I can't wait. Yo, Doom has to be soon. I'm telling you.
I know I just got two more of their letters that they just send out to everyone stating that, and I love how vague it is now. So I get one saying, "Oh, your Twilight Princess Zelda will come in either March or April, and then your Daredevil will come in either May or June." So it's not, they don't even give you a month anymore. It's one or the other.
They can't because of the slowdown over there in the ports.
So
So if the Daredevil's in
it's
the
like,
back,
why don't you just make it easy? Send a letter and state your statues will come whenever, and that'll just cover them all.
your
Yeah,
statues will arrive as soon as we can get them off the docks.
yeah. Someday you will receive your statue. That's fine.
No, then they go for more information. Watch the news.
Yeah.
Then you can see if that shit works like that, bro. We'll watch the news for my statue
And
because they showed the part. At
then
least
it flashes to a scene of Fievel singing somewhere out there, and he's holding your premium format.
yo, yo, and it has my name on it. You can see my address and everything. I'd be pissed. Yeah. I was in Angel's house today, right? And me and Angel, we were chilling out and we were watching, and they showed on the news the docks, and they were
Mhm.
showing them all. Like you could see them all out there parked, and me and Angel's looking at you. Yo, my statue's in there, man.
Uh,
Now, if I lived
oh,
in California, bro, I'd be on a rowboat. Yo, my man,
right?
king.
You know what? Here's where the problem's gonna lie. So let's say they finish the strike, they finally settle it. All of a sudden, the sideshow turns around and they're telling people all your statues have arrived. So now you're getting billed for 50 statues in 1 week. It's like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's a good point. Listen, if that's gonna happen, what you do is you contact Sideshow and you let them know that that's not how you're gonna roll, and you want them to spread them out for you, and they will.
Yeah, you say
You
this is
know.
not acceptable.
Exactly. And if they don't want to do it like that, then you know what you tell them? You say, well, since you moved the date, I'm entitled to all my money back and
Yeah.
the NRD.
And I'll tell them, shine it
That's
up.
right. And then you better shine that statue and stick it where the sun don't shine because I want my money back. You don't treat me like that. And that's the whole thing. Hey, all of us collectors, we get insulted when they when they try to diss us. You bastards! All the money I spend with you.
Hmm.
Everybody says the same shit, right? More or less.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, because it's heartbreaking, bro. You spend so much money and they treat you like shit. Here's $40. Yo, listen, I want a different statue.
And then the best to me is when they tell you the best is the one they send you that says one of the guys just recently got it because I remember him posting it, but it says all of the ones in our warehouse have the same issue, so therefore you won't be happy with any of them. So you
Yeah,
can,
I seen that one.
yeah, so you can
How
either
do you know?
have your money back or you could be satisfied with the piece. And it's like basically they're saying take it or leave it.
Yeah, and also admitting to you that all the other pieces are shit,
Hmm.
and they don't care. They're gonna sell those.
Yeah.
You know, with an art department there, they didn't even think about, well, look, maybe we fix the fucking defects and then we'll have no headaches.
Hmm.
Not sideshow, not sideshow. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
No, because they know no matter how bad something is, somebody out there will take it.
Man, I never seen so many people complain about that Vision head when it first came out.
Hmm.
You know, then and people kept asking Sideshow, why would you pick that out of anything you could have picked? Why that? You know, and they wouldn't answer.
I
They
mean,
wouldn't
come
answer that.
on, you took the worst story arc that had one episode, one comic book based on it, and that's what you picked to use as your exclusive head.
Out of the thousands of others, and I'm exaggerating, but out of the other things you could have done with the phasing and shit,
Hmm.
I mean, it's crazy, bro, how they just blew it with that freaking portrait.
Plus, it
You know,
wasn't attractive. Why would you use that ugly ass head?
yeah, it's disintegrating, or I mean, no,
Yeah.
it's what is it, reforming itself because of whatever they did to it. But
Yeah, and it
whatever it
looks
is,
like he's screaming in pain as his head's being stretched out. It's like,
yeah. Uh, so I wound up buying the regular like everybody else did. I think the regular did better than the EX, and I think they stopped the EX at 150 statues.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because no one was buying it. So they they cut their losses on that, but they made it back on the regular.
Yeah.
So whatever, bro. Because you know what's funny about Sideshow too is that they offer you the EX for the same price as a
Hmm.
regular in the beginning. You know, like yo, man, just sell the exclusives first, and then go with the regular.
Exactly.
So
That would make a lot more sense.
this is something I need them to do. Just be honest with us, bruh. You know, if it's like if it wasn't the strike, what was the excuse for the Batman fiasco?
Hmm.
Right, like come on, guys, take care of your customers that sat there and waited that long time, almost 2 years. I mean, not a peep on why or nothing. No. So I canceled my shit the minute they said it was going to be delayed. I canceled it. So I had the exclusive too. That would have been my only DC piece.
But now delays are a way of life. I mean, if you don't deal with it, you ain't gonna collect anything because they delay every friggin' thing.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you something. XM Studios, whatever company starts off with statues, let me tell you, they start off great because they're
Mhm.
focusing on one at a time and a line. And
Yeah.
it's easy. You just start. You don't have all this shit. You know, every time a company starts to get bigger and bigger and expand, they're looking for different ways to make money. So that's when they start hunting licenses, and then they get a few licenses, and then they want to put out, you know, 8, 9 different lines and shit, and that's where it starts to get tricky. That's when quality control issues start to come in. That's when the people that are over there that used to be nice, you used to call them and compliment them about their piece, they're no longer nice because every call now is starting to become a complaint.
Yeah.
And now they give you the same courtesy a sideshow gives you. So I understand what sideshow goes through, but Sideshow could avoid all that shit if they just stay on top of their crap. Just stay on top of shit,
And
bro.
plus, treat people right. Okay, we all know, all right, you're using the mail service. They don't give a shit about your packages, so things are bound to get broken. But when that happens, you got to replace that shit and do it the right way to your customers. Not tell them, oh, there's no better piece, so take it or leave it, or we'll give you
Exactly.
$50.
We
It's like,
got 200 more statues, and not one is even remotely as bad as that one. They're worse. So it don't make no sense. How do you know they're worse when you guys don't even check for quality control?
plus, they're not even, they'll tell you we don't have any more bodies. For instance, they told somebody that for, I think, a Wonder Woman. It's like you got 10,000 or whatever amount there is of them. It's the body. The body is the same for a regular or an EX. So send me the regular body. What the hell does it matter?
Exactly. You know, but that's how they're gonna do it. They don't want to lose that kind of money.
They were telling people, I remember when Batman had issues, we don't have any replacement bodies. You still have them for sale on your site. So who are you kidding?
That's how they get you, bro.
Right? That's what
How
they
they
told
get
you.
you. Hey, but look, like I know, look, 99% of my collection is Sideshow. You know, all my pieces are Sideshow, basically. I love them, man, you know? And there's a lot more I would like to add to my collection that I think are really decent, really good pieces of art, you know, that I really like. So I'm going to see how that works out for me because it might be a little more expensive than I've ever spent before. So
Yeah, because I'm really debating on just not even worrying about new stuff anymore because it's the fact that we have to get a piece and be so afraid when we open it that it's in one piece and that it's not frigged up. It ruins it. We used to be so happy when we got a piece. We couldn't wait to crack it open, new statue smell, oh, and you're putting it together. It looks amazing. Now it's like, oh, is it going to be in one piece? You know, is the costume not screwed up? Is the paint job not up to par?
well, us as statue collectors, you know, we're starting to erect a so-called statue god. And we pray to it. And we're like, oh, statue god, please allow my package to come unblemished.
Exactly. Because you
Okay.
know the hell you're going to have to go through if it's not.
And I feel bad for the guys in the UK, bro, because like I told you, bro, yo, they got to pay for shipping for a statue to go over there, plus customs.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if the statue arrives broken and they have to return it, they also got to pay customs and this big shipping. Then for them to pay it again for Sideshow to send it back to them.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So, you know, you sent me a broken statue, you can't send free shipping.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to kill you.
Or say to customs, look, you know, it was our fault, we'll pay for it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Do they even insure their stuff when they send it out?
Yeah, right. You would think a big company like that. Honestly, if you don't insure something, you're asking for trouble.
Exactly. If you're gonna sell a statue, you put what the statue's worth, or you throw a couple of bucks extra. I'm telling you, insurance is not expensive. I think for $700-800 of insurance, or $900 is like $7.
Mm.
You know, so trust me, drop those $7 on a statue, because that's a lifesaver, bro.
Because
Especially if
we
it's
all
first
seen the videos of how they handle packages.
Yep. And if they pay you in PayPal, they will withdraw the money from your account and give it back to them. Then you're stuck with no statue
Mhm.
and no loot.
That's right.
Insure your shit. Insure your shit. Always. Don't skimp on that. That's the least you skimp on. You know? So that's messed up, bro. Yeah, you know, that scares the shit out of me that somebody would just try to fucking scam you, bro. You know, and you're on Facebook and you know you're trying to show this brotherly love to everybody and
Mhm.
shit. Then you fucking have a knucklehead that come in and play you on that shit, you know? And that sucks, bro.
And to
Man.
do it to, you know, you people that you know you talk to all the time on there, and you even have a reputation. Once you do that, your reputation's in the shitter. And for what? Because you made a couple of bucks off somebody?
Exactly.
And you better
Yeah.
hope and pray that nobody knows your address. Because let me tell you, you would, I would, if I knew where these SOBs lived, I would go to their house.
Well, only if they lived in New
Well,
York.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not going to no freaking Ohio looking for somebody. Yo, anybody know Big Bart? Yeah, that's
you
Big Bart right there. That's some 7 foot dude.
you
You got a
roll
problem, man? And he's like, yeah, nah, I ain't got no problem. I'm going
you
home.
roll up at that. It's like in that frickin' movie wearing a mask, your son, and you're ringing the doorbell.
And then you get your ass handed to you by some big dude and shit. You know, hey, look, man, call the cops. But try, you know, try not to get off track with it when it comes to PayPal and stuff. You want to pay through PayPal.
Okay, the worst is when you're doing a trade because if you're sending a statue for a statue, you send them your stuff because you're legit, you're not scamming them, and then they don't send you anything back or they send you something different than agreed upon. There is no PayPal, so there's no way to get your money back. However, to me, in that case, you must have their address because you had to ship the piece out to them, unless they
Exactly.
gave you a false address.
Or you sent it to a PO box.
Yeah.
Now you're screwed.
Well, yeah, that should definitely be your first warning sign if it's a PO
Yeah, I wouldn't
box.
mess with it. I would never mess with that shit. I don't know, bro. Who knows about these things anymore?
It
What's that?
went from being super fun to like becoming too much of a business. I don't know. It's like first going out there and being on, Facebook. It was always cool. You got to meet with cool people and you got to discuss statues, get good deals on statues. And now all of a sudden there's so many complaints and then so many people scamming.
I don't know, man. But it's just getting a little. It's becoming overwhelming a little bit. You know.
Mm,
You know. When I first started this and I put my shit up on YouTube, um, I had it on private. You know what I'm saying? Because
mm.
I just wanted to be able to have something that I could look at when I wanted to check out my statues, the ones I've had or whatever. But then I see you could share it, so I started sharing, and everybody was cool in the beginning, and now you get critiqued and you get mocked and
Hated
it's,
on.
yeah, it's just like, yo, man, look, you put a few statues up in Facebook, what I'm saying, because the administrators want you to. That's the whole purpose of
Mm.
Facebook. You put pictures up. Yeah, but you put a few pictures up too many for some people, and you're getting contacted, bro. And you start turning into things that you never knew you could be.
Yeah, and not only that, but like we said before, why? you gotta just try to push your point of view instead of just accepting that we all have different opinions of pieces.
And different tastes and everything, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But it all leads to one thing, bro, statue collecting. And that's all we do. That's all I want to do. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. I want to hang out and chat with the guys that I have a good time talking to. You, Armando, Omar, uh, uh, all these guys, what is it, Santorino now? All these dudes that we have a good time discussing this stuff.
Yeah, Wayne Vincent.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many cool peeps out there, Fernando, but then there's also a bunch of other ones that just want to stir the pot all the time. Like, how many times have we tried to put the Grail thing to rest, but
Oh,
yet somebody always has to bring up Grail?
with that, bro, I'm just gonna have to sidestep that one because you know what, bro? That's something that can never really be debated. You know what I mean? Because what's a grail? Even if the majority agrees it's a
Mhm.
grail piece, 99.9% people agree it's a grail piece. There's gonna be one person that ain't gonna think so.
Hmm. The old saying, "Beauty's in the eye of the beholder."
Beholder, is the dude wrong? No, it's not a grail piece to him.
Hmm.
In title it may be, but not to him. He don't care. And he probably won't even buy it.
That's
So,
it. If you don't like it, you ain't gonna buy it.
I ain't gonna buy it. And no one forces you to buy anything. And if you want to ask a lot of questions about statues, instead of asking which one do you like best, what you should do is explore the piece and look at it, or have somebody that has one send you pics of it.
Mm.
People send pics of their statues all the time.
Well, see, I have a new philosophy now. After having, so many pieces, and now we got to start being a little more choosy because of space. But I've decided that my new way of looking at it is if I see a piece and I say, wow, that's got to be in my collection, then I'm going to get it. If I go out and I'm like, maybe, you know what? If I have to say maybe, then it's not really worth being in my collection.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? So, and that's how I look at it. Like if I'm having a problem debating on what I want to get, I don't
Mhm.
get nothing. I don't get out of them. On to the next one. I've passed on so many statues like that, bro. And it came close to me almost buying them too. And I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I need something that's gonna make me go, I want it.
Exactly. You see it and you're like, whoa, that called out to me.
Boom. That's what I want. Hello?
Yeah. So,
My TV fell.
I'm like, that's how it's got to be from now on. Like, if
Got
I
it.
see they reveal it, they show the shots of the final product that's going up for pre-order, and I say, "Ah, I'm getting that. It looks sharp." Like, because I was on the fence about the dark side, and then I saw it, and I'm like, nah, it's just not calling to me. The fact that I had a debate about it, no. Spider-Man, unless I get one of the other Spider-Mans, which I don't know right now, then I'll definitely buy it because I did see that piece, and that piece said, wow, you know. But the other ones, they're not really calling to me because I'm saying maybe, maybe, maybe. So yes, Aquaman I will get, and I probably will get Spider-Man, but I think those are the only two definites right now.
So you're gonna get the JLA, right?
Yeah, that's my plan. I want to get at three. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 17 DC pieces. That's the amount that I want. I don't want to go over that because that's the amount of spaces I'll have. So basically, I'll get the main JLA and maybe a couple of the Batman pieces because they have a few cool villains and whatnot in there. And that's going to be it. I don't want to go overboard with it. And then I'm going to take a look at the Marvel and say, I want this many Marvel pieces. I'm not going to go crazy. The same thing I did with my Street Fighter. I said I wanted to have 8 Street Fighter pieces. So I picked my 8 favorite characters, and those are the ones I'm trying to acquire. And that's just the way I'm going to work at it. I don't know if I really want to go into the movie stuff anymore, more than my Sucker Punch. And, I have some gaming stuff. So, because I do still like my gaming stuff. But I'm not going to branch too much into those. Because, in the end, you just get too out there, and now you have 10 million pieces and you're stuck having your collection in boxes in storage instead of on display. And to me, I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose.
That's what I'm saying, man. Crazy chose to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Get items.
I mean, there's stuff I may be putting up for sale or trade soon. I'm not 100% sure. After I set everything back up, I'll have my mind set on how I'm doing it. But, for the most part, most of what I have in my collection I like. Some of them are a little bigger than I would like them to be because once they're hard to put in a Besta, they're kind of harder for me to display, so I may get rid of some of the bigger stuff. But most of what I have, I'm not going to get rid of. There's about 5, I'd say 5 to 8 that I'm on the fence about, possibly.
Well, we got to talk too then.
Mm-hmm.
About the stuff you want.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Because, like I said, movie, I don't know right now. I know,
Get rid of nothing until you talk to me.
Yeah, the one trade that we have in stone, that's taken care of. So the next time we see each other, we'll take care of those 2. But other than that, we'll discuss everything. Of course, I'll run everything by you prior to putting them up here. But some of them I just think take up too much space. And it's hard because I have limited space to put the bigger stuff in. Unless I decide to turn the closet into storage, but I don't know. How are we? We have a question, Vic, by Daniel's Court. He wants to know, how do we feel about ARH Death Dealer? Now, I know you were interested in it at a time, so I'll let you go with that first.
Well, we seen it at the Comic-Con. And it's a massive. That's a big piece. The base itself takes up a lot of space, and it was bigger than I thought it would be. You know what I mean? But it was It's a beautiful piece.
Oh yeah, detailed as all heck.
Yeah, but right now it doesn't fit in my collection for now. Who knows? Maybe down the road.
Yeah, I would say, well, that had to be. What, 3 foot by 3 foot? That thing was massive.
Was it 3 feet high? I don't think it was that tall.
But you could imagine, guys, think of a quarter scale horse. So you could imagine how big a horse would be in quarter scale.
Yeah, that thing was massive, bro. And the Tarzan with the alligator was big too.
And also the other dude on the horse.
Alexander the
Great, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big piece too. Very nice pieces. I'd buy those. I mean, if I had the space and the decorum for it.
Yeah, see, I was going to buy an ARH piece, but now after thinking about it, I'm like, no, because I don't want to go into that whole fantasy realm. You know, I already have read Sonya, but she really kind of fits in with comic books too, because she is based on a comic book character. And then I'm going with the Court of the Dead piece, but I think that's about as far as I want to go into the fantasy realm, because my main thing is the comic book stuff. So,
Uh-huh. Well, I tell you this much, I'm freaking beat.
yeah, I hear you. So, I think I'm actually done for the day. I think I'm just going to throw my mattress on the floor and nod out, and then I'll deal with building the rest of this shit tomorrow.
Yeah, well, thank God you got all those days off.
Hey, well, that's why I did it. I knew there's no way I could work and then do that stuff when I came home.
Exactly. Word up. Yeah, bro, and I can't do no shout outs because I don't see anything.
Yeah, I mean, it would be hard today considering let me see if I could throw out a few just to not throw off our.
Well, let me just say a shout out to my man Angel, Angel de Jesus. I was in his house today, and he's awesome. Him and his wife and his child, cool people, man. Very cool people.
Yeah, I actually want to see his collection in person one day.
Yeah, but I videotaped it, most of it, and he has a lot of Bowen that we just took pictures of.
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen some of the pictures he's been posting in our statue collectors group on YouTube, and I said, damn, this dude's got a lot of pieces too.
Yep, and he has a lot of Hulks. He got about seven quarter scale or seven big ass statues of the Hulk, and two of them are comic cats, or three of them are comic cats.
Nice,
Then he has the King and the Gladiator Hulk,
crazy.
and he has a good setup, really nice setup. And I'm still impressed with the way that Odin looked, that Bowen made.
Yes, that bow and Odin is nice.
It's a really nice piece, man.
All right, so I guess I'll go with, let's see, round two gaming. I'll give him a shout out. Very cool dude. He's actually doing a huge collection tour that's in like 9 parts, I believe, because he's got so much stuff and really entertaining. I like how in depth he's going with each piece as he does his collection tour. So if you're into gaming and collectibles, he has both. So check him out. I'm gonna say our man Carlos 1/6 scale. Check him out, especially if you're into hot toys and the figures. Although he has started to go more into statues now, but he just had some really cool older stuff. If you're into mechs, like his newest reviews were on that.
And B. Kroon.
Yeah, of course. Brian, Too Many Figures, awesome guy. If you need anything done, he's the man to check out. You know, did you see his Sons of Anarchy pieces he's been working on? Amazing.
Yes, sir. And don't forget John Sanchez.
Of course, our man John. Yeah, I was talking to him last night. But everyone, it's like they think I'm like ignoring it. I'm like, guys, you don't understand. I'm doing so much work during the day that by the time the night comes, I'm exhausted. I don't want to think about statues or anything. I just want to relax. So I'll get back to everyone after I'm done with all this crap. But And then I'll hit up. There's so many people on here. One of my fellow collectors from, well, Hawaii, I love going there, so that's why I'm saying it. My collection 7,000. This dude collects everything, and I mean everything, from shoes to T-shirts to action figures to statues to die-cast cars. I have never seen a bigger collection in my life.
Ooh, I like it.
And you know what? I think that's cool to live in Hawaii. I've been there. When I went there on vacation, I never wanted to come back. It is just that nice, the weather, the people, everything about it.
Exactly, bro. And I want to say something, right? We get a lot of guys come on here, bro, and we appreciate people that come
Hmm.
on. You know, the door is open. Anybody wants to join us, free to
Oh,
join us. You know,
definitely.
just what is it? Sub Lou, Hero Statue Collector Lou on Google Plus, and Victor R on Google Plus and on YouTube. Both of us are saying Google Plus and YouTube are.
Yes, and make sure, guys, because it's very important that you add us to your circles. Because
Yes.
when we send out the invites, it goes through the circles.
Yes, and if you know a show's going to be on, then you got to turn your computer on so that way you can hear
Hmm.
the invite.
Not only that, guys, if for some reason you don't get them, and look, Google Plus is notorious because I was just speaking to Whispering Wind, and he told me last week was the first one he got in a long time. If you don't get your invite and you're free and you want to be on, just hit up me or Vic and we will send you another invite because that happens all the time.
Exactly.
We'd hate for people to think we're snubbing them when it's just Google and send out the invites.
Something's wrong, yo.
So now, are you gonna be up for doing one tomorrow, or
Yeah, bro, let's do it. You
all
know,
right?
also I want to invite any women out there that collect
Mhm.
statues, that cosplay, that does whatever pop culture related. Come on up, man. Join us. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Say
hell,
what's up.
we just got Francesca's on the show now, and we're digging that. We're having a great time with her. I believe Tess Ranger Pack is going to join us tomorrow, so we may have two females on. And the more the merrier. We like seeing different collectors' opinions from different sides. You know, that's, and I was saying to some of the other guys, because people were saying I was so confused on, they saw the your UK collectors chat, and people like, damn, I wish we had something like this in America. And
Yeah.
then some guys like, yeah, we're all slackers. And then another guy goes, what are you kidding? Lou and Vic were the ones that started the collectors
Uh,
chat.
it
And
was
they're from
Bruno. Bruno
America.
said
Yeah,
that.
Bruno. Well, yeah. So it's like, yeah, dude, we're here. We're always wanting as many people as possible. One day I'd even like to do maybe a world chat, but it's hard because we all have different time zones. And that's what makes it so hard.
It's a pain in the ass, but hey, we'll get her done, man.
Yeah, like they say in the South, get her done.
Okay, now what episode is this show?
This was 51, so it's one more to a year. Definitely have to touch base. I'll hit you up probably Thursday after I'm done with all this crap, and
Yeah.
we'll have to discuss what we're gonna do for our year anniversary.
Yeah. Sounds good to me, man.
All
Okay.
right, so guys, we hope you enjoyed. And again, we thank you for tuning in. We love your questions and your comments. And we love doing this for you and trying to be a big part of the community.
Have a good night and a pleasant tomorrow.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know, Vic, what time because I don't know how I'll be, how far I'll have gotten into it. But I think probably 8 o'clock is probably a good time again.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, man. So, guys, peace.
Have a good night. Peace, Lou.
Good night, brother.